and Brownie.
The podcast.
Well, good morning, Melbourne.
Oh boy.
I've actually never done that. That is a Dinoism.
Absolutely. You gotta give
Good
it more.
morning, Melbourne.
That's nice.
She really got the lungs into that.
It feels
I love
good.
it. Feels good. Feels good to be back in the studio.
Oh, God,
I'm
it's
excited.
so good to see
Up
you.
and about, Swanee. These ridiculous rules of COVID, close contact, household contact rules where perfectly healthy people have to stop their life for 7 days. Surely those rules have got to change soon.
That's
Especially
my
when
view.
That's my view from
You
up
might
here.
not like
You
it,
might
Might not like it.
but that's my view.
So you didn't double line it in the last 2 weeks?
Absolutely. I test it every day and I've been boosted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some sort of incentive for being boosted in there. Swanee.
Correct, I agree.
So, look, and, you know, I've got a fair bit of work done around home.
Yeah.
Got the strawberries cleaned up, as you heard on Ask Brownie yesterday. Did a lot of time with the kids, Swanee.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry for your loss.
A lot of time with the kids.
They're all at home, aren't they?
Well, they got to be. Yeah, household. God, as if the kids haven't missed enough school over the last couple of years. Anyway, there you go. That's my view from up here. You might not like it. That's my
I'm Jonathan Brown.
I'm Jonathan Brown.
If
When's
in
my
doubt,
own Sky News show going to come?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got to be
Honestly.
soon. Move
Jeez.
over, Peter Credlin. Jonathan Brown's coming in.
I just want you both to know that I feel crummy thanks to the booster, and I was going to chuck a sickie.
Were you?
But I did not.
No, good
You're
boy.
a soldier. You had the booster the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, it really knocked me
I
out.
thought it did.
Did it?
Knocked me
We
out.
did the podcast the other day and I thought he's a little bit. He wasn't quite there. He wasn't quite with it.
What day did you have the booster?
The morning of Monday, and then yesterday was the just messed up day.
Really?
Everything was 6s and 7s.
You were
Christine.
6s and 7s.
Yeah.
I've heard that for a while.
No.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Make up for missed holidays with whatif.com this Easter.
Ocean View apartment for me, water park for the kids. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What If is Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Book a holiday for crying out loud. Go to What If, WOTIF.
Talking footy.
Absolutely, Swanee. There's a lot happening. Last night, Willie Rioli, unbelievably, was cleared at the AFL tribunal. Dino.
Not guilty. I always said it, man. It was just in play. The guy got up. All good. Willie's a legend.
No, he hit the right bloke. That's why Matty Rowe's got a head like concrete.
Now,
Tough as they come.
How do you think they overturned it?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad you asked that because I'm going to go to Jeff Gleeson, the
yes?
tribunal chairman. I'm going to try and say that as many times as I can.
He knows that annoys us, Swan.
Tribunal chairman Jeff Gleeson said Willie Rioli had eyes for the ball as he entered this contest. There is no doubt he braced for contact a split second before contact, but when doing so, did not cease to contest the ball. Now, I'm not sure how you contest the ball jumping in the air, turning your head and having your eyes shut. Normally, if you're going to catch the ball, you would have your eyes open and on the football. But anyway, Jeff didn't worry about that. I go back to what he was saying.
Yes.
But when doing so, he did not cease to contest the ball. The way in which he did so was not unreasonable. Therefore, young man, you are cleared.
Not guilty.
It's a big case, Swanee, because you can see the photo on the back of their old son.
Mm-hmm.
He, a split second, he got there late. He jumped off the ground. He hit young Matty Rowell, the Gold Coast star, in the head.
With his soft buttocks, so
Yes.
all good.
Oh, fine.
Like a pillow.
AFL's not happy with the potential for that to cause serious injuries. Young Matty's he's a tough bugger. He got up and he continued on to be best on ground.
And they won.
That's probably what helped Willie's case.
And gave a great headline, Free Willie.
Yes.
Great
One of
headline,
the
isn't it?
greats.
One of the greats. Irresistible. And that was Willie's first game after his suspension
years.
for the Gatorade.
Little holiday.
Swapsaroos.
Yeah.
Good on him for getting back because, to be honest, I thought it was such a long time. I didn't think he would be
I know.
able to get through
I
it.
agree with you.
Willie's got a body type, in my opinion, that could blow out easily. So you're right, Swanee. For 2 years to stay in touch, it's huge.
And he's still got a bit of work to do, Willie. But West Coast's so much better team with him out there. But so, hey, everyone wants Willie out there playing. But, you know,
Yes.
in a round one precedent, Swanee, this is the thing. So when this happens next week, round 6, round 10, in the finals, the precedent is now set. So every club will now go back to this case and say, hey,
Yeah.
hang on a minute, back the truck up.
That's a good point.
What about Willie Rioli was let off in round 1?
That's good, I think.
So, well,
I think it's good to have a precedent like that and the opposite.
well, I think the AFL's not going to be happy. They'll
It's a nanny state.
Yeah, nanny state.
Exactly.
I think they'll appeal. My gut feel is the AFL will appeal.
What? So Willie's, if they win that, Willie's not playing again.
I think so, because
How long does this go for?
when the AFL appeals against their own decisions,
It's Wednesday.
do you know when they appeal against their own decisions? Do you know what their record is?
No.
They're 6 for 6. They're 100%, Swanee.
shit.
Which makes sense if you're appealing
makes
against
sense.
your own decision.
Yeah, you're having a chat with yourself going, change your mind. All right, then.
I'm the winner.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. That's
You're
all
being
I'll say.
so unreasonable. No, I'm not. Okay, fair enough.
JB, since it's a footy segment, we should play Brodie saying hello to Richmond's Nathan Broad, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay.
G'day, Nathan. How mate? Nice to meet you, mate. How you going?
Handmate.
Shit. Slow it down. You were 1.5 speed there, were you?
Mate, that's
When
normal
you listen to a
speed.
podcast.
And also try and get that into your everyday lexicon today, like I did. When I greeted Brodie this morning, I said, hand meat.
Hand meat.
The new,
Nathan.
yeah, hand meat.
Nice to meet you, mate. How you going?
Hello, Nathan, hand meat. Hand meat. God, I love it
Astonishing.
so much.
Okay, I'm going to try and whip through the rest quickly. Buddy Franklin, the plans for Buddy's potential thousands goal this Friday night against the Cats, Swanee. It's reported that Buddy will be escorted from the ground, as will the two teams will be, for a 20-minute rest after he kicks the thousands goal. And 20 minutes of Buddy highlights will be played on the big screen at the SCG.
Sick.
Some of the greats have been invited. Jason Dunstall, Gary Ablett Sr. and Doug Wade have been invited to the game by Sydney. However, Tony Lockett, the last person to get over the...
There's only one
1,000
Tony Lockett.
Yes.
1,000 mark has knocked them back. So he won't be there. What a shame. Big Plugger won't be there.
Is he a bit keep to himselfy?
He is. He lives up at Cabarita Beach now in northern New South Wales, just near Kingscliff there, Swanee.
Living the dream.
And tonight, the big fight on football, Barry Hall versus Sonny Bill Williams. Tonight from about 7 o'clock onwards. That'll be a huge fight. In the heavyweight division, yesterday at the press conference, Big Barry headbutted Sonny Bill. Oh, nearly blew up. And then Sonny Bill returned fire,
With a kiss.
calling Barry Hall a fake tough guy. There you go, Swanee.
Them's fighting words and also pantomime. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to watch
He's
that,
behind you.
if you want to watch it, it's $50 on the Stan pay-per-view
Yeah,
type
pay-per-view,
service.
absolutely. Get on to it tonight.
That it?
That's it.
All the best.
Nova. Chrissie Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissie's Celebrity Stuff.
Bachelor Lockie Gilbert and Survivor star, I think.
Correct.
Has been called out over his crocodile tears on SAS Australia. And I've got a controversial take on SAS Australia.
Uh-oh.
If you are a shit bloke, like Wayne Carey, like Lockie Gilbert, don't do SAS because then everyone will know how much of a shit bloke you really
They'll get
are.
exposed, you reckon,
Explosive.
Swanee?
Absolutely. These shit blokes are signing up for this show for a bit of fun,
Yeah.
whistling into the woods. Unbeknownst to them,
There's cameras.
there's cameras and their shit blokery is going to be exposed.
Yes, it is there for all to see, Swanee, especially when you're exhausted, because those tests look pretty tough. Those examinations, absolutely. Paulie
Yes.
Fennick was funny when he was talking about he grew up in the mean streets of Sydney and he had all these street fights where a lot of times death would result in them.
And he hates Lockie Gilbert.
Hates Lockie Gill.
Oof.
And then he had to fight against that girl and she cleaned him up. Yeah, he painted himself out like the world's nastiest street fighter. I can't remember her name, but gee, she was good.
Is there a whiff of him taking himself a bit seriously?
I think so.
There's a little bit of that, Paulie.
So
Grow-
let's get
grow
back
up,
to
Paulie.
let's get back to Lockie Gilbert. He's been called out over his crocodile tears on SAS Australia. Have a listen.
He won't show any emotion, and if he does, it'd be fake tears.
I can't remember the last time I had a good cry.
Good one.
I'm just not a crier.
Yeah, good one.
And the one thing Irina wants is just to see me cry.
That's his girlfriend.
Oh, man.
Okay, so they had videos from home, which are always a killer when you're in a reality show. If you don't cry when you see people who actually like you when you're wanting to die,
You're an axe murderer.
yeah, there's something wrong with you. Because it's that beautiful face of familiarity and someone that knows you for you. It's even you, Jonathan Brown, would weep. You would.
Absolutely.
Like you did watching Rocky the other night.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Lockie didn't. Not one tear came
What?
out.
Is he having-
Despite the panting, he's going.
Is he dying?
Is he having some private time?
Has he been put through all 26 episodes of ADBC back to back? Are you serious?
Is that his effort at crying?
Yeah. Yeah, like a 3-year-old who didn't get 20 cents to ride the ride at Southland.
That's embarrassing.
Mate.
What's he doing?
He doesn't know how to cry, so he's taken his tips from a 4-year-old.
If Pang's listening, that's a great submission for...
It's a denty cry.
That's true.
You need proper tears, though, for
If you remember his finale, though, on The Bachelor, he did weep, but there was a trick.
What I did on Bachelor, like if I knew it was going to be a sad interview, I'd listen to like a sad songs, boom, gets you in the mood. It's really good technique. That's what made me cry on the finale. I was literally standing on the thing with headphones in as they were about to walk out, and then the car rolled up, boom, headphones in the pocket. I had to make myself cry.
Stop laughing, mate.
That's strange, mate.
Everyone can see your shit blokery.
Whoa.
Probably revealed a bit too much, luck.
Do you have a sad song that makes you cry every time? Like guarantee, like
Yeah.
pushing a button?
The Thong Song by Cisco.
Thong Song by Cisco?
Yeah.
Geez, I don't know.
Mine's this one.
Oh, do we have it?
I think so.
Oh, here we go.
Time is a traveler, and I feel sad like time you had.
Oh, God. It just, like, I've got tears in my eyes.
Cry then.
Think I see kangaroo.
No, because when you tell me that, I can't. But if I'm by myself, I will cry at this song every single time.
Bit of Lockie
So
about
much
you, mate.
so, I can't even sing it.
Yeah.
Like, if I start singing it,
This is a sad
it's
song.
all over. It's so sad.
John,
I
did
need
you say
some-
yours?
I need some deep heat under the eyes.
What would yours
Probably
be?
Country Road.
John Denver.
You know, just the thought of John going down on that hillside when he was flying a plane.
Yeah.
Ever wanted to offer the team some direct feedback? Well, you can. Shoot us an email at breakfast@nova100.com.au to be part of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie's mailbag.
So yesterday we played a bit of audio from a clip that Kylie Jenner posted of the birth of her son a month ago. It was moving, and Travis Scott, the father, was saying, "Hey, big boy."
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
He's out. What's up, boy?
What's up, boy?
Congratulations, Kylie. Oh, my God. What's up, boy? What's up, big boy?
What's up, big boy? And, oh, there he is. What's up, big boy? And as,
He masters the English language about as well as Brodie.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, handmate. This is the new directive from management via Jonathan Brown's management.
Yeah.
Is that from now on, when we greet him, we have to say, hand meet big boy.
Yeah.
Hand meet.
Or a variation.
Hand meet big boy.
Thank you.
As by way of greeting.
Contractual.
Or give us your hand meat, big boy.
Yeah, something
Hand
like
meat
that.
and big boy.
Yeah, work it in, hand meet, big boy. But we've been referring to this baby for the last month as Wolf.
Oh.
And got a lot of attention yesterday.
Because he was
of that.
hairy like Teen Wolf.
Good question,
No, I don't
John.
think so. I think it's just a cool name. I think Wolf is a cool name.
Yeah, it is.
Osher Ginsberg's son is Wolf.
Oh.
Wolfie. And I think Charlie Pickering's son is also Wolf.
Oh.
We've been thinking that that's the child's name. Turns out Kylie posted yesterday, oh, by the way, everyone's referring to him as Wolf. That's not his name.
Tricked ya.
Tricked ya. And for once, I related to something that occurred in the Kardashians' life. Because I have a daughter called Peggy, but for the first 2 days, she was Josephine.
Who said that? Who came up with that?
But you wanted her to become a nun.
I called her Josie.
Oh.
I thought, what a
Josie's
gorgeous
cool.
name, Josie.
Oh.
So, you know, when they're in their little plastic crib in the hospital and they've got the card with the parents' names and whatever, and hi, my name is, and then it was written Josephine. And I kept on looking at it and looking at the baby, and just there's a feeling inside that goes, this is not the right name for you. And eventually I had to say, I think Josephine is not the right name for this person. I think this person's name is Peg.
Right on.
And so
Well, I think
we
you-
scrubbed out Josephine and we wrote Peg. And the rest is history.
I think you nailed it, Swanee, because she's absolutely a peg.
She's
a peg.
There is no other name
Handmeat.
for that person, apart from handmeat.
Handmeat or peg, but peg's lovely.
Handmeat, we had to toss a coin.
Yeah, yeah.
13, 24, 10, did this happen to you?
I love it.
Sometimes people have whole names for months and then they change them right at the last minute.
Cool.
Sometimes it's just not right. 13, 24, 10, did you change the name of your baby or did you have your name changed early on? Madison from East Melbourne. Madison?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey.
Handmeat, Madison.
Handmeat, friend.
Handmeat.
Handmeat. What's your baby name change story?
So I gave my daughter a middle name after a family member. It was also my middle name. That family member turned out to be pretty crappy in my kid's life. So when she was about 14 months old, I changed both of our middle names, and she now goes by that middle name.
Bang.
Okay, give us the names. I'm confused. She was originally what?
So her name was originally Ariana Lee, and it was changed to Ariana Letty, and now she just goes by Letty.
Love it.
Love that.
And Lee
That is cool.
is a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in the running for Nova's.
It's not handmeat.
No.
For Lee.
No, do you know Jonathan was originally Flick Knife, and then they changed to Jonathan? Is that right, John?
Flick Knife Brown.
Yeah.
Traditional Catholic name of Flick Knife.
Jimmy from Greenvale. Jim,
Good morning, guys. How are you?
fabulous. What was your son's name originally and what did it change to?
It was originally Peter for over 12 months. We always spoke about having a boy name. It was originally Christopher. For 12 months, we were always discussing if we have a child, it's going to be Christopher. She got pregnant. It was Christopher all the way through. And then baby was born, washing him up with the nurse, and she goes, "Oh, go back to your wife there." And I've gone back in there, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, I want to call him Peter." And I go, "Yeah, no, not a problem." The nurse comes in and says, "Oh, I have your lovely boy Christopher here." And she goes, I go, "Peter," and she goes, "Yes, that's right, Peter." So apparently this happens all the time.
Right.
Well, they stuffed it up.
Right. Okay.
I don't get that.
No, so the nurse.
Yeah.
The nurse just vibed it or something.
She vibed it.
Oh,
and then they're like, "All right, let's roll with Christopher."
No.
Other way around,
Yeah.
Jimmy, wasn't it? What's the kid's name, Jim?
So his name's Peter.
That's
Yeah.
right, Peter.
Handmeat.
Originally it was Christopher.
Peter the pumpkin eater. The nurse got it right. She felt it. She vibed
So he
it.
was Christopher for about 4 seconds.
Absolutely.
Handmeat.
Handmeat
I like
to
Pete.
you, friend.
Handmeat, Peter.
Thanks, Pete.
First class and
Good
50K could be yours.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Welcome to the microphone, magnificent creature. And look, handmeat, Sam Pang.
Chrissie,
Handmeat.
Brownie, Dino,
Handmeat.
I've got one thing to say to you.
What is it?
Handmeat.
Yes.
Handmeat.
Handmeat to you as well.
Handmeat to everyone and a good morning to everyone.
Make
Yes,
sure,
John.
too, we've got Jokes Aren't Funny today at 7:20. It's one of the great segments on this radio show.
It sure is.
And make sure when you ring up and tell Brodie the joke, you introduce yourself with handmeat.
The new greeting is handmeat. Speaking of jokes, this time next week, we will be 1 hour into our amazing annual outside broadcast for the Melbourne International Comedy Festival being held this year downstairs at the Town Hall. It is a great, great morning. And do you want to come along? Because we've got tickets for you after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you get a free brekkie and you get to hug Pangy. And
Yeah, it's just it's a huge handmeat.
huge the most respectful greeting you can give.
Yeah,
Handmeat.
handmeat.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Good morning, Melbourne. It is Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. And if you book a holiday, go to What If? It's Aussie for travel.
We are laughing because just 10 seconds before we came back, this is all that me, Chrissie and Brownie, me, Chrissie and Dino heard was from Brownie. I watched Turner and Hooch yesterday. What's
One of
going
the
on?
greats.
And Swanee...
Tom Hanks and a Dogue de Bordeaux, I believe.
Point, by the way, you used to be a gladiator. You're watching Turner and Hooch in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon, mate. Things aren't good.
Like a perfectly healthy man, just in isolation.
Watching Turner and Hooch.
Listen, I got this
Great
is
film, though.
Great film, one of the greats. Here we go.
Now it is time for Sam Pang's Random Thoughts.
Love it.
I've got some stuff here that I just write down randomly and then I just compile them and I throw them up. For instance, whatever happened to Jamiroquai?
Yes, that's a good question.
Great question. May I offer you a tidbit?
The Brat in the Hat. I don't know.
Brat in the Hat.
What happened to him?
A lot of people refer to the lead singer of Jamiroquai as Jamiroquai. Jamiroquai is actually the band. His name is JK.
Like Roxette.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly like Roxette.
yes.
You think the girl's name is Roxette,
Absolutely.
but it's not.
Okay, whatever happened to Jamiroquai and whatever happened to JK, the Brat in the Hat?
Yes.
Mate, they were massive.
This song.
They were massive.
No, but they did a lot of time.
This song.
This is my favourite one. Virtual insanity.
I like none of them. There's not one song. It's just my random thought that's the random thought. Whatever happened to him?
You don't like Jamiroquai?
Oh, no.
What, not that one?
Nah, none of them.
That one? I had this on CD single. That's how much I liked it.
You did like it.
It's
Here's one for you.
investment.
You know, look at this one. Rene Russo is 68.
Wow, it's amazing.
Now, Rene Russo, Swanee? Of course you do.
Of course you do.
How very dare you?
Major League, Tin Cup, In the Line of Fire, Lethal Weapon.
I remember Major League. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
She was always
She's 68.
She's 68, and she was always a bit older than you expected, even in her heyday.
She broke through late.
I think she had sort of two careers.
Okay.
You know, like she was very young, sort of like Diane Lane. You know, who was in movies from inexplicably the 70s
Yeah.
and the 2000s.
That's right. Yeah, she was too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
Here's one. This is pretty random, but only because it was on last night, and it was quite late. But I saw the end of I saw where the movie was ending at about 10 to 11, and I flicked over at about 20 past 10, thinking there would still be. I'm talking about Castaway, right?
You were both on Tom Hanks yesterday.
Yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
But the random thought I had was 20 past 10. There's only half an hour left. I'll see where he is on the island, right? Do you know what I mean? What stage of the movie is?
Yeah.
And he's off the island.
Oh, yeah, mate, there's still a fair way to go.
This is
When
my
he gets off the island,
This is
sorry.
my random thought. No. The last 25 minutes of Castaway, very underrated. Everyone thinks about Tom Hanks on the island talking to a volleyball. Mate, there is, at the end, the scene when when Helen Hunt runs down the driveway in the rain.
Mate, it's unbelievable. Incredibly sad.
Dino, I think we've got it.
Hey,
I always knew you were alive. I knew it.
I knew it too.
And everybody said I had to stop saying that I hadn't let you go.
They were wrong.
I love you.
It's nice.
You're the love of my life.
I love you too, Kelly. More than you'll ever know.
Now get back in the house with your family, right?
Yeah.
It's very moving, the last 25 minutes of
I have not
Castaway.
seen Castaway.
But they like
What?
fair income, Swanee.
Out.
Yeah.
It's like Sam
Hand
at the
and meat.
castle.
Hey, mate.
Hey, do you think the guy off SA, is it Lockie Gilbert?
Yeah, Lockie Gilbert.
Do you think he would cry during those last 25 minutes of...
What reference does that mean? What do you mean? Does he say he doesn't cry or something?
Yeah.
He doesn't cry. He's
Do you
got
want to hear his
crocodile
fake
tears.
crying real quick?
Yeah.
I said that's like a 3-year-old who didn't get a 20-cent coin to ride something at Southland.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that don't underestimate the last 25 minutes of Castaway.
I'm glad you acknowledged that, Sam.
It's
It's
beautiful.
good to know for
It
when
is.
I finally watch it.
In this age of, watching everything you want to watch, right? There may be things that have slipped through the cracks over the last few years.
Okay.
You're looking for new things. I want to recommend a documentary where the first time I saw the trailer and then ultimately saw the documentary called Searching for Sugar Man about a singer called Rodriguez.
Yes.
Famous for this.
Have you seen this, Dino?
I weeped and wept and wept.
Do any of you know what I'm
Wet.
talking about? That's good, because it means many others out there won't. If you get a chance to see this documentary, be 20 years old now, mate.
Yeah. Easy.
It is unbelievable.
It's
you will
unbelievable.
not believe the story.
Sugar Man.
Searching for Sugar Man. It's like a recommendation as one of my random
Okay,
thoughts.
I'm
Front
all
of the
right?
list, John. Front of the list of your stuff to watch.
Beautiful. Got heaps of
And
time.
it's that's serious. You sort of everything Sam says is either like, smart ass or joking.
Drunk.
I can tell
This is a proper recommendation.
There's a random thought where I go, hey, I wonder how many people have seen Sugar Man
Great.
searching for
and
Sugar
then you
Man.
do a
Searching
deep dive
for
on your Spotify. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great
Searching for
experience.
Sugar Man and last 25 minutes of Castaway.
And
Put
Turner
them
and Hooch thrown in
Put
for
them
nothing.
watching list.
Supplementary number.
The last thing I wanted, my random thought was, the last thing, on a Monday morning, that was the weekend that was.
Yeah.
I don't really like the bit where it says, it's the weekend it was with Sam. Like, I don't want my name in it. Right?
Yeah.
There's no need for it.
Okay.
You're presenting it, though.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
your
but,
segment.
but my name's in the show. Like, it's already in the title of the show. People know I'm doing it.
I know your head's on the side of a tram. That's all right.
So if we just got rid of my name, it would sound like this.
This is what happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama, and entertainment.
It's the weekend it was.
Sounds terrible.
You idiot.
Sounds terrible.
What? That sounds. Jackie's giving it a thumbs down.
Sounds terrible.
Play it again. I'm going to do it. I've got to, substitute.
Happened over the weekend.
News, sport, drama, and entertainment.
It's the weekend it was.
Turner and Hooch.
Well, I would tune in for that. I'm just saying you don't need segments within the show with your name in them.
Disagree.
Yeah, you do.
Disagree strongly.
Hard pass. Hand meat.
All right, that's random thoughts.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast. Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. It's back. Sam Pang's Jokes Aren't Funny.
Hey, a little bit of housework. Housekeeping.
Sure.
We need the discipline back in the studio. So if there's a silence after the joke, we need to fill the silence with iconic pieces
What
of
do
audio.
you got?
Okay.
Well, I think we should add Brodie's very strange interaction with Nathan Broad into it.
G'day, Nathan. Hey, mate. Nice to meet you, mate. How you going?
That's a nice one. We've got Swanee's Moomba appearance, which...
Oh, Dino, don't.
It's fun. It's fun, though.
It's mean.
So that might pop up.
Okay.
We've got Brownie drunk.
Vote Frydenberg.
Jeff Kennett with his breath taken away.
Could be.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
There's plenty. As long as you've got options. Okay.
If it's the first time you've heard this segment, the premise is very, very easy. Make Sam laugh because 4,000 years ago, he made an offhanded comment that jokes aren't funny, and then bang, we got a car.
I said many jokes aren't funny, especially when they're being told to me at a pub.
13 24 10. Do you have a joke that you think Sam will laugh at? If so, we've got some keys to a Mitsubishi Mirage for you. Hand meat, Reese from Werribee.
How you going?
Good, mate.
That's good. Are you ready?
Ready, Reese. Ready.
What did the fish say when he swam into a dam?
We had this last week.
No, I don't think that's the answer.
Oh. What did the fish say when he swam into a dam?
Oh, wait, I stuffed up that joke.
Yeah, I know.
G'day, Nathan. Hey, mate. Nice to meet you, mate. How you going?
The joke was, and we had it last week, what did the fish say when he
I made you laugh.
It made me laugh. but
Made
I
Dino laugh.
at
It doesn't
anything.
count. You made Sam want to end it all. What did the fish... The joke is, what did the fish say when he swam into the wall?
Yes, that's it.
Damn.
But you went with what did the fish say when it swam into the dam?
Wall. Hand meat, Reese. Okay, let's...
Oh, Reese.
Well done, Reese boy. God almighty.
Reese, that was just bemusing. A minute worth of nonsense.
Like, you think it can't get worse, and then you get Reese.
What a Brownie's equivalent of Kennett's bugging me was, God almighty.
Yes.
I love
Someone
it when...
just duck around and just check on Reese.
I love
Please.
it. I love it when we get a "that's astonishing" out of Brownie.
Astonishing.
You've taken astonishing from me, by the way.
Astonishing.
You've stolen that
Oh,
from
have
me.
I? Okay,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
And you
should lock me up.
Have I? Sorry.
Who did I Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay,
Ben
here we go.
from Bitten.
Ben.
Ben.
And me.
Hand meat, Ben.
Yes.
How do we catch a unique rabbit?
How do we catch a unique rabbit, Ben?
Unique up on it.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?
You bastard.
Good on you, Ben. You sound like you're going to have a great day.
At the pokies. Maggie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Maggie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
One of the great names, by the way, Maggie. What a great name.
Thank you very much, Chrissie. I love yours too.
Oh, snap.
Sam, have you heard the story about the Umi Doodle bird and where he got its name from?
I don't think he has heard the story of the Umi Doodle bird.
I just want Sam to
Okay,
say.
I'll tell you. So there's this bird, but he's got no legs. So every time he comes in for a landing, he puts his doodle out, and as he comes in, he goes, Umi Doodle, Umi Doodle, Umi Doodle. No.
Moomba is the good old days that we're still able to
Dino.
enjoy in 2018.
Maggie, good energy though.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Can you say Umi Doodle?
Good day, guys.
Yeah.
on you, Maggie.
Good day to you. Sam, can you please say Umi Doodle for our fair city?
No.
Aaron from Morty Alec. Aaron,
G'day, how are we?
how meet?
I guess it's what's the difference between a dirty bus station and a lobster with breasts?
What is the difference between a dirty bus station and a lobster with breasts?
One is a crusty bus station and the other's a busty crustacean.
That's good gear.
Sold.
You got
Wow, sold.
Yeah, I thought sold.
I don't mind that.
It's very.
Good
Once
play.
again.
Good play
Aaron,
on words
thanks
there,
for
Aaron.
your-
Well done.
Cheers, guys.
Yep.
Particularly bad
Thanks.
today.
I like that business. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All the best.
That was really bad.
I
well,
enjoyed it,
Melbourne,
though. Good
Melbourne,
stuff.
You've let yourself down today.
Hand.
Be better next week.
And me.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Damian Callinan, an actor and comedian who you may have seen in The Wedge, Off-Road, Skid House, Spicks and Specks, Backyard Ashes, or you can see his show at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival double feature at the Greek Centre from March 31. Tickets at comedyfestival.com.au. Here's Damian.
Apologies straight away, Damien, for the state of the microphone.
Yeah, it's I keep straightening it and then it's just
Yeah.
becoming flaccid.
It is. It's been
But I am a
swinging.
man in my 50s and I'm used to that.
The last
But-
person this happened to and there's problems. Do you know who it was?
Who?
Coolio. Gangster's Paradise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
right.
him. And
That
it
was
was
him.
going up, and the microphone was going towards Brownie, almost hitting Brownie. You couldn't hear Coolio, and so I had to move him over.
Well, hopefully he's taking it as graciously as I am.
It actually seems to be working.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
fine
good.
now. Yeah.
Are you excited about the comedy festival? I am. I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, it's filled. There's a nice atmosphere this year. It's like watching the footy on the weekend with those big crowds there. We kind of know we're getting big crowds, and we're not going to be performing to people in masks and
Yes.
hopefully people.
Unlike many,
For fingers crossed.
unlike many of your community, your show is actually ready to go.
Yeah, relatively.
It's written.
Yeah, it's written.
There's some
yeah,
technical.
there are words.
Yeah. The
Well,
technical.
it was written by your mum, though.
Pretty much. Yeah, good call, Brownie.
What do you mean?
It's based on my mum's 1946 diary.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how long the show's been ready. I've been waiting to go.
Tightening.
What sort of hijinks did she get up to in 46?
this is the beauty. We found this on the night of Dad's funeral a few years ago, and we didn't know this diary existed. And so it's like she's 18 at the beginning of it, 19 by the end. But it charts the period where she meets Dad, and it's incredible. Like on the night of the funeral, I was going, I found where they met, and they met at the Dad was playing footy for East Brunswick CYMS, and then like their first kiss. It's just gorgeous. So it's kind of written. You can hear my mum in it, but you can also hear the 19-year-old. But also, she had about 5 guys on the go.
Yes.
So we didn't know any of this. And she's like, there's a guy called Ron Rogan who's just he's trying it on. He's
Ron Rogan.
Ron
you
Rogan.
dirty,
Ron Rogan
dirty
from
bird.
Reservoir.
Yeah.
And he is trying it on. In the end, Mum says, Ron Rogan, he tried to kiss me goodnight, and he was not too pleased when I refused. He's a member of the Wandering Hand Society. So Mum's just writing gold in 1946.
The WHS, yes.
And then there's another bloke just hanging around like that. You know the guy who just waits. He's just outside the back door like a puppy dog cunt. And Mum's just been nice and go to the pictures and stuff with him. But then he gave her soap for her birthday, and that was the end of it.
You need to track down Ronnie Rogan's diary. That could be your show next year.
The Wandering
it could be.
Hand Society is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Isn't it?
How great you found out that your mum was running a few horses at the
Well, that's in the show because there's been so many. I've actually got a bookmaker's betting board on stage, and I turn all the suitors into horse names and change the odds. So you're on the side. You should do your show yourself, Sam.
Mate, I want to say, I cannot
so
wait to see this show.
Get your tickets at comedyfestival.com.au. You know, we've spoken about your mum and her card-carrying friend from the Wandering Hand Society. Talk to us about your dad.
Yeah, so we found the diary inside a box of Dad's, what we called the retirement diaries. So Dad lived a very interesting life. He was an amateur actor, a school principal, war veteran, but decided to diarise the least interesting part of his life. 23 volumes of just daily everything, like in kind of forensic police detail.
What he ate, where he went to the shops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's where we found Mum. So there's this gorgeous kind of like, romantic story, and then there's a bloke talking about medical procedures and where the mower is. Obsessed with where the mower was. Like, Damian's got the mower. Chris called around to pick it up, so he's got to go around to Damian's. I've told him to get petrol. Paul, fortunately, has got a bush block. Otherwise, I'd never see the thing.
And he was known for, in these 23 volumes, he was known for reviewing things.
Yeah,
he
reviewed everything.
Did he ever send letters to the Herald Sun?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't that type. But he'd write.
Dave O'Neill's dad did.
Yeah, right. No. Dad just did it within the context. He'd just write reviews like, stopped at the Pizza Hut on the way home and enjoyed a deep pan Hawaiian and a glass of claret. Without seeing the discount card, it was only $8 a head. Exceptional value for money. There's a Chekhov review here, but I might leave that under current circumstances.
Is this the new age journaling? Because journaling's become a big thing, isn't it? Your old man was ahead of his time.
A little bit. I think it was he used to organise staff meetings with Mum on Mondays too when he retired. Because I think he just needed to be organised. Here's a review of Twin Peaks.
Okay. Oh, please. Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
It's in 2 parts. We taped the first episode of Twin Peaks. We found it baffling, but we'll give it another go. Part 2. We've decided to discontinue watching Twin Peaks. It's a very frustrating series. This is the extent he's reviewing. Dr. Westmore, his urologist, performed a procedure to widen the neck of my urethra. Felt a trifle invaded, but it worked. Flow was immediately improved.
Oh, my goodness.
But he reviewed my shows as well.
Oh, you've reviewed your show?
So I'll just read a little one. This was from a show I did called Midnight Mass in 2000 with Moon Man and a bunch of others. There's an anecdote at the end. We went to see Damian's show Midnight Mass, a satirical pantomime and very funny. When we arrived at Trades Hall, we were confronted by protesters. So in the show, we had Andrea Power was playing a kind of profaning Virgin Mary. We had an altar boy band. We were sponsored by VB. It was gaining some controversial traction. Anyway, I had friends who witnessed this, but Dad got to the steps and one of the protesters stepped in front of him and said, "Do you realise what you're about to see is sacrilegious?" And Dad said, "No, what I'm about to see is my very talented son entertain this crowd. Step out of my way, sir. I'm a daily communicant."
Oh, my God.
Dad used to go to Mass every day when he retired. He went,
man.
Mate, but
I can't wait for this show.
Oh, my God, it sounds good.
Double feature. Get tickets and be quick because it's going to be amazing. Comedyfestival.com.au, search double feature or Damian Callinan. Man, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Always good to see you, mate.
Chrissie, Sam and Browny.
I was a proud parent the other day, and my daughter Olivia Brown left her computer open, and I saw this on her computer. She's got to do an assignment for English. She's in Year 7 now, Olivia, and she's on to persuasive writing, Christine Swan.
Fantastic.
Now, this was the next assignment after she failed to hand in the assignment the week before and was given detention. So as part of her persuasive... Oh, yeah, they're pretty strict in secondary school now. You've got to do your homework. Got to keep up with your due dates.
What was the excuse for failing to hand in the first assignment?
She said that she forgot. It was done. Of course it was done, but forgot to submit it on time.
Yeah.
That old chestnut.
If I had $1.
If I had $1. So I said, Olivia, I didn't come down in the last shower. Anyway, so the next task was persuasive writing. And, I liked the way she was heading, bearing in mind what had happened previously. Hi, I'm Olivia Brown. And today I'm going to talk to you about why all students should have 4-day weeks instead of 5.
I'm all ears.
Good. Hey, who's not in for this?
Yeah.
Firstly, having four school days and 3 weekend days would be great because it would give us extra time to relax and complete upcoming homework or assignments. Teachers. Now, she's appealing to the teachers. If we all had 4 days of school and 3 weekends... Imagine how many more people would submit their homework on time and would be prepared.
She's a genius.
For a test the next day.
Imagine. Just imagine, if you will.
Now, you might be looking at me and thinking, what is the problem with one extra school day? It won't affect you. Well, you're wrong. On the long weekend, I complete more homework than I do on usual weekends. And to be honest, who doesn't want an extra day off school? Because I know I do.
Yeah.
Incredibly persuasive at the moment.
Yeah.
I just love the way she's written it. Secondly, more school days...
Secondly,
yes.
Isn't this the fifth point?
Fifthly. That's right. That's what we thought. Secondly, more school days can create stress and can result in no sleep and no socialising with others.
Then she goes on to say, eighthly, she's not good at maths. But anyway, this is persuasive.
Eighthly, on a 2-day weekend, you only have 1 day to relax and 1 day to finish off your homework.
That's good maths.
Yes.
There seems to be a theme here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Leaving you with no days or no time to socialise with friends. Therefore, I love the bridging that goes on.
Ninthly, in conclusion.
Ninthly, I know we should have a 4-day week instead of 5. Now,
where do I sign?
Who doesn't agree with that?
Well, I couldn't disagree more with that.
What, Mr. 4-day-a-week guy?
Bang!
Oh yeah, that's right.
Stay down, Pang.
That's right.
So I think that's an A+ for Olivia. I think
Yes.
it's very persuasive.
Has that been submitted?
She'd get no... well, actually, I'm not sure. I'll have to make sure she submits
I hope she submits it on time and she doesn't like...
Well,
the
I knew
reason-
you'd like it, Sam. I thought, geez, you're going to have a fierce agreement from Sam Pang.
I was going to say, I've never loved her more. The kid's a genius, and mate, this is. I'm going to get this tattooed on the back.
And 13thly, where do we sign?
Can you let us know what happens with the teacher?
Absolutely. I'm interested to see her mark. So well done. Very proud of Olivia. It didn't go down well with Mum, but proud father.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Gail was
Said
no. You know why?
Yeah.
I was astonished last week. Sorry to take your word when Swanee revealed to me that Gail is 17.
Gail is 17 years old. Her name is spelled Gayle.
Yeah.
And off air, every time you mention that song by Gail, we always say, that's not a name for a 17-year-old girl. Gail is very obviously a certain person.
How's it spelt?
Gayle.
Gail.
Gail crochets covers for tissue boxes.
Absolutely. She serves dip in a hollowed-out cob loaf. She doesn't sing that song.
She's in charge of organising the weekly Rotary Club meeting, isn't she?
Correct. I've got a few more intros for Gail.
Is there any chance that, because her first name is Taylor, Gail's her second name, is there any chance that she went with Gail, her second name, because of Taylor Swift?
Taylor Dane.
I didn't realise this
Didn't know that
tidbit.
either.
and
I didn't
they've
either.
Blown my whole segment.
No, it hasn't. But it's interesting.
No, her
that
name's Gail.
But that's her surname.
No.
It's her
It's
middle
Gail.
name. Taylor Gail Rutherford.
Oh, right.
Gail Rutherford.
Must be, she's not Ken Rutherford's daughter, the great New Zealand batsman.
Gail Rutherford is the favourite for the Masters Games in November, isn't she? Gail Rutherford.
Gail Rutherford.
Gail Rutherford's 85 years old.
That is not a 17-year-old.
Taylor Gail Rutherford. It's interesting she's picked Gail instead of Taylor. Taylor's a little bit cooler. But you're right, maybe Swift is.
Taylor Swift, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Swanee, this is how jocks should be.
This is the Gail that we imagine when we say the word Gail. She barracks for Geelong and she's got a cavoodle called Abby named after Gary Ablett. Here's Gail.
I like that.
She's a fiend for karaoke. Her go-to song is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, and her friends know she silently dedicates it to her ex-husband Brian. Here's Gail.
Gail's married to Brian. That is.
Was married to Brian. She keeps her bejeweled knockoff Birkenstocks to wear to bottomless brunches because fancy sandals. Here's Gail. Yes. She's got a ceramic plaque on her toilet door saying "Here, tears" that she bought from Caribbean Gardens in 1987. Classic. Here's Gail.
What was that one?
She has a ceramic plaque on her toilet door saying "Here, tears" that she bought from Caribbean Gardens in 1987.
They're funny, all those knickknacks.
Yeah. You know the one. Here it
Swanee.
is.
With this one, start before the music.
Okay. She's already booked 2 weeks at Hard Rock Cafe Resort in Kuta Beach and her beach hair braiding appointment with Wyan. Here's Gail.
Forget you.
Wyan. Definitely start before the
Sure. She's proud of the little colour-coded rings she puts on the champers flutes at Christmas so no one gets confused about whose mimosa is whose, especially in these COVID times. Here's Gail.
Forget
That was a bit of fun.
Very responsible too.
She's got a pic of her and her dog wearing reindeer antlers on Santa's knee at Santa's workshop at Southland. Here's Gail.
Forget you.
I got 2 more.
She's a cool chick, Gail.
Her RSVP profile starts with a bang. Hey guys, I'm single and ready to mingle. Here's Gail.
Forget you.
She won't be single for long, Swanee.
No.
Not with that
Snapped
sort-
up. She likes a good time.
Mate, she's single and ready to mingle.
And here's the last one, and it gives you an insight into why she's single and who Brian has moved on with. Don't get her started on her ex's new girlfriend Cheryl, who decided to wear a light shade of cream to their daughter's wedding. The nerve of that woman. Here's Gail.
Forget you.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Samuel.
I just want to give everyone a sense of the day.
Oh, great.
How about some tropical stuff?
Next Wednesday, the Shane Warne Memorial is on at the MCG, and of course, it's a ticketed event. And at 7 p.m. next Wednesday night, gates opening at 5:30. I say gates opening 5:30 because more than 30,000 tickets were snapped up within 3 hours of them being available yesterday.
There'd be more than that.
Overwhelming.
Well, that's in 3 hours. So man, if they were expecting maybe 50, I think they'll get that by next week. But of course, if someone in this studio grabbed one.
Yeah, I was got a single one. I got a flash good view
You're used to
the
you're
funeral.
used to ticking one on any sort of tickets you're buying, is it?
Good, because I like myself.
The way
Yeah, that's right, Dino. Absolutely. Spot on.
Sadness.
old handmate Brodie,
Yeah.
he showed me the map today of the MCG, so it must be only just the southern stand that's getting filled. Or, sorry, the Shane Warne stand.
Okay, well, that makes
They can do it in
sense.
front of that, so because there's only the top tier left in the southern stand.
Right.
So there's not that many tickets left.
Okay.
Dan Andrews has vowed to crack down on dodgy duck hunters.
Oh, yes, it's that time of the year. I remember in year 12 I had to write a persuasive text, not unlike your own daughter Olivia, about the merits of hunting season.
No, this is bad
Were
news.
you for it?
No, I was against it.
Well, see, it's a challenge you.
Expect
There's
better
someone
from
who's
a primary school kid.
He's very, very smart. The teacher should have challenged you by forcing you to write a dissertation on the pros of dodgy duck hunting. Anyway, that's you might not like it, but that's my view.
Yeah,
Brownie?
sure.
Are there too many ducks?
No.
I don't know.
No, there's not.
Anyway,
There is in our golf club.
if you're a dodgy duck hunter, look out, by the way, because authorised officers are patrolling the wetlands. I can't believe the words that just came out of my mouth.
Thanks, Tracy Grimshaw.
I know.
Where are the wetlands, Sam?
What? The organisers confirmed Saturday sellout for the Grand Prix. So the Grand Prix. Oh, what am I telling you for,
Don't need
Swanee?
to tell me.
As the face and the voice of the
Yeah, no,
Formula,
Gilly, I know.
Formula
no.
One Grand Prix
Yes,
with
yes.
Adam
I was talking to
Gilchrist.
my friend Adam Gilchrist.
Yeah, when was it? When were you two covered the Formula One for Channel 10?
It was a great year.
Years ago.
What year? Because I need to find it to mock it, obviously. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out.
Mate, this is
2017,
massive,
I
mate. This
thought.
is on April. This is not till April the 7th. Yeah, that big say long weekend from April the 7th till Sunday April the 10th.
I tried to get tickets yesterday.
Saturday
I was going to take Bam Bam on the Saturday, my son, and booked out. Booked out.
It's good news if you
Okay,
like.
Swanee's got
you're-
an in.
If you're
I'm an in as the like preeminent voice in Formula One. I can get you guys in. Don't worry.
You and Murray Walker,
yeah,
two of the greats.
Brownie, as a life member and a Hall of Famer, gets tickets to any game he wants.
Yes.
As you're effectively the same with the Grand Prix, so will
Exactly.
you be able to help him out with 2 tickets at the Grand Prix?
Of course. Yeah.
who's
Yeah,
your
no,
favourite team, Swanee, in the F1?
Yeah, who you barrack for? You love the cars. Who you barrack for?
I'm not going to lower myself by even answering that question.
good.
McLaren, Renault, Ferrari.
Datsun.
Hey,
Close.
the prancing horse is back this year.
Yeah, you reckon?
yes.
What are we doing, tips?
Charles Leclerc.
Anyway, that's big news. Barry Hall, you may have heard some advertisements on this station for a fight tonight on Stan.
Mm-hmm.
Is Stan moving into the pay-per-view?
It must be.
So Barry Hall and
This is
Sonny
the
Bill
Chrissie,
Williams
Sam
at
and
the
Brownie
weigh-in,
podcast.
Barry Hall headbutted him.
Oh, no, I saw that.
I thought, look real, Swanee. Look real.
Did it?
Swanee described it as pantomime.
Pantomime. Did he headbutt him and then go, he's behind you?
Geez, Baz looks fit.
Oh, he is
He's
fit.
lighter than when he played.
He's a machine.
Yes, absolutely. He's 10 kilos lighter than Sonny Bill.
Listen, we have a Fox Footy pundit here, a current day one.
Where?
You exactly.
Oh,
you wouldn't know from some of the scoops he doesn't give us, but the tribunal's been in the news this week. So Willie Rioli, if you've seen that, him basically try to kill Matt Rowell.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Come on.
How did that happen, Brownie? How did he get off?
I don't know how it happened. Well, the tribunal chairman, Mr. Gleeson, so I can't remember, Jeff Gleeson, he said that Mr. Gleeson made a reasonable attempt at the ball, which is true. Which he did. I guess he jumped, but at the last minute he closes his eyes and turns his head. So he's still not trying to make an attempt at the ball if you got your eyes shut. But they let him off, so there was obviously enough doubt there. But it's
involuntary physical reaction.
Absolutely. The game is hard and the game is fast. So you understand that these things, you make these split-second decisions. So I've great empathy for those players that change their mind at the last split second. However, it's a dangerous precedent to be setting in round one. That's all I'm saying. The AFL will be very concerned about.
They should be, considering he hit him in the head. The action, whatever the action was, it resulted in being hit in the head.
His soft butt struck him. It was like a pillow. Not guilty.
Correct.
That's
well,
good.
actually, that's true.
Good paddock.
Not guilty.
By the way, you know, I know you talk about the split. You know, you make a split-second decision. He jumped in the air, and his split-second decision
was to shut his eyes.
And
turn his body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brave.
Well, and the AFL, you would have thought, because of the precedent, so when I say precedent, so what will happen is, in 3 or 4 weeks' time, if a similar situation happens, well, it's easy then for the defendant to just use, you're now allowed to use precedent, so they'll just use the Willie Rioli video, and they'll just say, look, you've already cleared this person, so now you've got to, by precedent, you've got to clear me as well. So the AFL, you would have thought, will appeal their own decision, and when they appeal their own decision...
What's their record?
100%. 6 from 6.
What a sham. Appealing your own decision, for God's sake.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, one of the greats.
Buffy.
Strong.
I think she's on the tribunal panel as well.
A lot of people don't know that.
She wasn't working last night, I don't think.
Many people don't know this. Because sometimes the faceless names or faceless people in there at the tribunal. But Sarah Michelle Gellar is on the AFL tribunal.
Yeah.
And anyway, when she was finished with last night's proceedings, she said that she was very, very happy for Zendaya to star in a reboot of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That would be a good choice.
Absolutely. Zendaya's great.
You ever watch Buffy?
A little bit.
Very.
I wasn't a Buffy girl.
Yeah, I like it. Peg might like it.
Yeah,
would still stand up.
All right.
And finally, by the way, you know, you may have noticed petrol prices up and about.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. This is not just in our fair city, by the way, all around the world. And there was a fisherman in the UK who obviously owns a boat, and petrol prices are so expensive at the moment that it was easier for him to pull his boat out of the water by crane to fuel it at a BP surf station.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Well, you know the petrol prices are out of hand when you're putting the boat into the air to put the mast down.
Yeah. I was feeling really, really cheeky yesterday, and I filled up the car.
Whoa.
It was a lot.
Someone's doing well.
Those Priceline ads.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram. Mel Bracewell, a comedian, TV person and writer. You may have seen her work in Wellington Paranormal, The Cheap Seats, The Project, as well as Have You Been Paying Attention? Or you can see her live for the Melbourne International Comedy Festival with Ooh La La at the Melbourne Town Hall from March 31. Tickets at comedyfestival.com.au. Here's Bracewell.
Welcome to the show, Melanie Bracewell.
Wow, he wrapped it all up. I think I can leave
You
now.
can leave now, but please don't. One of my favourite sayings, multi-purpose, multi-use, is ooh la la.
Yes, I love it too. That's why I just wanted to have a catchy show name, essentially.
I can hear you saying it, but I want to hear it in actuality. Please say it.
Are you just going to mock my accent?
No, I love it.
Ooh la la.
Yes. Ooh la la. Now, New Zealand is open again.
Yes, kind of. I mean, I'm allowed to go. You guys can't. You guys specifically.
I thought we were allowed to go now.
I think it's April 12th or something like that.
Yeah, so citizens, we can go willy-nilly. You guys have to wait a little bit
Just
longer.
in time for winter.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold.
And now listen,
Cold over
I
there.
haven't I saw last year's show. Which
Yeah,
was
you did?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but it was amazing.
It was called The Rumours Are True.
The Rumours Are
It
True,
was
that's
mainly
right.
about my cousin.
Yes. He
Yeah.
was like, he's quite mean to you, I remember.
Yes.
This one, though, what's this one? What's this one about?
So I called it Ooh La La last year. I thought, we're merging out of the pandemic. I'm gonna go around Europe and I'm gonna be beautiful and I'm gonna wear lovely gowns. And then I was at home still and like writing jokes about my weighted blanket. And so I had to kind of reframe what the show's about, but it's kind of about trying to find the fanciness when you can't really. Essentially.
Okay, I remember it was a very funny show and I didn't have great seats, but I still enjoyed it.
Do you want me to reserve you a throne or something at the front?
Not a throne, just a normal. I could hardly see you.
I thought that you would have purchased them last year,
I did
considering the
purchase- I did
difficult 2
No,
years.
this is the thing, is that it's a first come, first serve. It's no assigned seating.
Yeah,
So
no.
you would have just turned up like sort of 2 minutes before the show and wandered in and said you had to sit at the back.
Jonathan, I can't believe that Sam gets free tickets off comedians for the comedy festival. Should be supporting
Sorry,
the craft.
Mel can just just treat that with the ridiculousness that it is. You didn't get me tickets.
Oh no, I didn't. No.
Okay, I apologise.
Who do you know?
No, I paid for tickets.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay,
for
great.
tickets too.
Otherwise, it's
should.
just taking money from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Can I have some free ones?
You can pay for them.
Do you have a bar in your actual room? Because I remember last year I saw Luke He, and it might have been the beer cafe, and someone went up to get a beer halfway through the show and smashed all the glasses. They dropped the glass as they were walking back, which I would have thought is incredibly distracting for the comedian.
Yes. My bar's in another room, but I just did Adelaide where there was a bar in there, and the people sitting at the front were the people that were drinking the most. And so every time they got up and they sort of shuffled past everyone and then came back with this drink that was like so red it looked like Robitussin, and just had like 10 of those and just put the glasses on the stage as they finished them.
Just you're empty.
Do you have a moment where you look at them and you think, I've dedicated my entire life trying to entertain you idiots?
Yeah, it's funny.
Why do I do it? I hate you so much.
Especially when fellow comedians are not paying to be here.
And now I'm trying to. All I'm doing is avoiding your empties on the stage.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem quite right.
Yes, I mean, Adelaide was fine. I'd never been there before. The shows were very fun. There were a few people that were weird, but nothing was open or anything. I did.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know I said Adelaide was fine. It wasn't fine.
No, everything seems to be closed all the time. I agree.
Closed all the time. It's so hot. The water
It's like
tastes
they've
bad.
got their shopping hours from what Melbourne was like in the 80s, when things were closed
Yeah.
on certain days and times. It still happens in Adelaide.
Every time I
love Adelaide,
went
by the
on
way.
stage and said great to be here, I was lying. Now, this is a national show or is
No,
this
no, just
just
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Thank God.
You can
'Cause I don't want
podcast
them
it
to
in
know
Adelaide.
about it.
Adelaide's beautiful. Just a quickie. Your impersonation of Jacinda Ardern is one of the best I've ever seen. It says here that you are now friends with New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda
Well,
Ardern?
in the sense that pretty much everyone in New Zealand is friends with everyone.
Oh, I thought you were actually friends.
She knows my name.
Yes.
She knows me.
Yeah.
I was at the Koru Lounge, which is like the airport lounge, brag, and
Somebody's doing it right.
I was having a little scone, and I heard my name, so I go, Melanie, and I thought, oh, this will be a fan, in the Koru Lounge, and then
Yes.
I turn around and it was Jacinda, and I was like, oh, so you're like calling after me.
Yeah.
That was huge. It was amazing.
Was that
I can tell you're excited.
if you asked this,
I was trying to like choose between the scone and the Prime Minister.
That's not friends, is it? I wouldn't say that's
Oh
friends.
my God! I didn't write your little sheet.
if we asked Jacinda Ardern the same questions, are you friends with Melanie Bracewell? How would she answer that?
Well, I mean, if she wants my vote, she'd say yes.
Hey, I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
Everyone in your car, imagine this with me. Think of Have You Been Paying Attention, which you're on all the time.
Yeah.
And
Too often, some
you
would say.
imagine in your head, the bottom right is Pangy's chair.
Yes.
In the New Zealand version, who is the Pangy, the bottom right?
Bottom right is Vaughan Smith. He's a radio guy.
A curmudgeon like Pang?
I don't even know what a curmudgeon is, but sure.
It's a cranky
grumpy
old
and grumpy,
life
but
hater.
But based on that, by the way, just on that, I'm a little bit offended that you were taken aback at the warmth in which I greeted you this morning. I'm not a curmudgeon.
So you
are,
yeah,
a little
he like usually
A little bit curmudgeon.
Usually I see Sam and he'll go, Bracewell. That's his greeting. That's the kind of, and it's friendly, but it's like the most friendly, I can expect from Sam. I come into the studio like outside and he goes, Melanie Bracewell, I haven't seen you in so long. He gives me a hug.
Yeah.
It was sort of, I don't know, it's like getting hugged by like a high school bully. Like, I'm happy that, things are, less hostile. But
He's keeping you on edge.
Yeah, exactly.
He's winning your trust so that he can dash it again.
A curmudgeon and a high school bully. Great comparisons, all in the one sentence.
That same sort of feeling where you're like, what's changed?
Well, no, what's changed?
Yeah.
I watched the cheap seats and I love it. So when we were just doing Have You Been Paying Attention, I thought, oh, yeah, no worries. Here's another one. Here's another one from over there. now, cheap seats. It's coming back, isn't it?
It is coming back.
It's a really good show.
Great show.
Yeah.
Can you feel that as you're doing it?
Yes. I don't know. It's hard to tell because we don't have like a regular studio audience. I think we'll have that this year. But we
Yes.
just had like the people we work with. And you're kind of like, well, you guys have to laugh.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great with an audience. You're
Yeah,
going
it's
to love
gonna be
that.
fun.
Your
It's gonna be a
natural
good
habitat.
time.
Thank you for joining us.
Ooh La La is the show, or just type in Mel Bracewell at comedyfestival.com.au. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for
I
coming.
will bid you farewell with a firm handshake. Thank you very much, Melanie.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.